Hey everyone, Rua here with the next installment in the version update editorial series. Wow, a lot happened with this update for red mages. I don't think we've had a job update this substantial since, well, when the hand-to-hand accuracy cap went up. But that was an indirect job buff. This was a direct buff, and it's substantial. Let's get into it. Two abilities got adjusted for red mage, but their adjustments were big. Let's start with composure. Prior to the update, all Composure did was increase the duration of enhancing magic, increase recast timers, and also give the red mage a small helping of physical accuracy. What it now also does is increase magic accuracy and triples the damage of end spells. Now, the exact value of the magic accuracy boost is unknown, but it stands to reason that it mirrors the base physical accuracy boost of 50. The real thing to discuss is the increased end spell damage, and it really needs a battle clip to demonstrate exactly what's happened here. By itself in the past, end spell damage has been alright, but it's been nothing to really write home about. But the arrival of the Dynamis Divergence weapon started getting some veteran red mages' attention, and it sure as hell is going to now. All three of the red mage Divergence swords have varying tiers of end spell damage bonus, with the lowest being a 300% increase on the Duelist sword, to the highest being a colossal 500% increase on the Crocea Mors. This augment effect, exclusive to these weapons, is added to the triple damage increase from the update. Sadly, the effect is additive, so it's not taking Crocea's 500% and tripling it. That would be broken beyond belief. But what you are looking at is a 700% increase to end spell damage with a fully ranked Crocea, with Composure up. This is going to do some serious damage. Red mages are still stuck using tier 1 end spells from damage, given how they work compared to end spell 2s, which is something I'm pretty sure will be sorted out in the next update, as this update for red mage is only part 1 of 2, so watch this space, because this stands a good chance of getting even stronger. It's worth noting that in the clip you just saw, I was only using an uncapped Vitiation Sword. Really? I'm not saying that the Crocea Mors is mandatory, as you'll still get some good damage from a Vitiation Sword, so I go for whichever is available to you. Where does this update put the Crocea Mors in the hierarchy though? As far as I see it, this is how it goes. If whatever is being fought is not resistant to magic damage, then the Crocea Mors is probably going to win outright. That end spell damage is serious, as is the increase to elemental weapon skill damage like Sanguine Blade and Red Lotus Blade. The other ability to get adjusted was Saboteur. Honestly, before the update I would have just settled for Saboteur getting a magic accuracy bonus, which we got, but we also got a whole lot more than that. Saboteur now lasts an entire minute and doubles the effect of all enfeebling magic spells used for its duration. The effect is still reduced on NMs, but with the NB hands it still gives a 37% boost to the effect and the duration of all the enfeebling spells used. Saboteur now also increases the chance of an immunobreak occurring, by quite a bit I found as well, so it's great against targets with specific resistance traits like Maju here. This means that for an entire minute a red mage can bury its target in enhanced enfeebling magic, with the increased magic accuracy and the stream of immunobreaks leveling the odds against even the highest level targets. So what does the red mage do when Saboteur is down? It depends on the fight in question, but they can either sit back on support and healing duties, or they can get their sword out and melee. Melee red mage used to be the butt of more than a few jokes, but these two changes have made it a very welcome addition to pretty much any content where the odds need to be evened. Seeing red mages wearing down and kiting NMs, winning battles through sheer attrition, are probably some of the most vivid memories of some of the old time players here. Think back to the likes of Avesta and you're on the right track. While that was always neat to see, this feels like something more. Kiting is one thing, but going toe to toe with NMs people can see entire groups struggle with is an amazing thing. This update makes it feel to me like red mage has finally gotten its identity back. That's probably the best way I can describe it. Red mage has been losing ground and relevance in the process for a long time. It's a job that has just, been there. A jack of all trades with no real characteristic to call its own, or at least a characteristic that another job could not do better for less hassle. Red Mage now feels like a job people would want to go out of their way to bring for high-end group content. Most of the successful groups I know for endgame have incorporated Red Mage already, but this will make things even better for those players, and will also give fledgling groups a leg up. So to cap this off, I'm very impressed with this update. It's probably the most substantial job-specific update we've had for months, if not for an entire year actually. Red Mage is still not the completed article to me, but this was a major step in the right direction. This update has given Red Mage a huge increase to its damage output through buffing end spell damage, and has practically removed the hassles it had with landing spells and high-end content without support. I'm very keen to see what the second part of its scheduled update brings to the spell aspect of its role. I'll see you all next time.